Sports are full of epic moments, but sometimes things get just weird enough to make you go, wait, was that rigged? From frozen envelopes to mysterious power outages, these are the wildest sports conspiracy theories people still argue about today. Number 1. Michael Jordan's secret suspension. In 1993, Michael Jordan shocked the sports world by retiring at the peak of his NBA career to play minor league baseball. The official story was that he had lost his passion after 3 championships and the tragic murder of his father, but some fans insist there was another reason. They believe NBA Commissioner David Stern quietly suspended Jordan for his notorious gambling habits, and that Jordan's retirement was a cover-up. Fueling the theory, the NBA had launched an investigation into Jordan's gambling just months before he stepped away, and during his farewell press conference, Jordan even said he might come back if David Stern lets me back in the league. Conspiracy theorists argue Jordan's absence conveniently avoided a public relations scandal for the NBA while disciplining its biggest star. Of course, there's no hard evidence of any secret suspension, and it's hard to imagine the league voluntarily benching the most popular player on the planet. To this day, Jordan and Stern denied any behind-the-scenes deal, but the mystery remains a favorite debate whenever his first retirement comes up. Number 2. The Frozen Envelope, 1985 NBA Draft Lottery. The NBA's very first draft lottery in 1985 produced a too-perfect result. The big-market New York Knicks won the right to draft Georgetown superstar Patrick Ewing. Almost immediately, suspicious minds began working overtime. The popular theory was that the league rigged the lottery by marking the Knicks envelope so it would be chosen first. Some swear a league executive purposely banged one envelope against the drum before drawing, creasing a corner so Commissioner Stern could identify it. Others insist the Knicks envelope was frozen or chilled beforehand, allowing Stern to feel the cold one and pick it out of the bunch. Conspiracists point out that the Knicks were the league's flagship franchise in a huge media market desperately needing a star, and Ewing was the most coveted prospect in years. A Ewing-Knicks pairing was marketing gold. The NBA, of course, has always maintained that the lottery was legit and that any bent corners or cold envelopes are pure imagination. But the frozen envelope has become lore, a shorthand for any time fans think a league is helping a big-name team get lucky. Number 3. Cal Ripken Jr. and the Lights Out Mystery. Cal Ripken Jr. was baseball's Iron Man, playing in a record-breaking 2,632 consecutive games. But conspiracy lore says that streak actually almost ended at 2,302 games, if not for a little electrical sabotage. In August 1997, the Baltimore Orioles postponed a game due to an electrical failure that knocked out the lights at Camden Yards. Conveniently, this happened on a night Ripken was rumored to be unable to play. The wild rumor, which was never confirmed, claims Ripken had gotten into a physical altercation with actor Kevin Costner that day, allegedly after finding Costner with his wife, leaving Ripken injured and unable to take the field. Rather than let the streak die, the story goes, the Orioles faked a power outage to buy time. It sounds like a Hollywood script, but many fans ran with it as an explanation for the mysterious blackout. In reality, news reports and even Snopes investigations later showed Ripken was at the ballpark and in the dugout ready to play that night. The Orioles and Costners have denied anything ever happened between them. Still, the tale of Ripken's streak being saved by the lights has become one of baseball's quirkiest urban legends, a reminder that when it comes to beloved records, some fans are willing to believe anything to explain the unexplainable. Number 4. Spygate and the Vanishing Tapes. In the mid-2000s, the New England Patriots were the NFL's dominant dynasty, and then came Spygate. In 2007, the Patriots were caught illicitly videotaping New York Jets defensive signals, sparking a scandal that led to fines and seized tapes. But the real conspiracy theory began when NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell destroyed those confiscated tapes without ever revealing everything on them. To many fans, that move was downright suspicious. One theory is that the tapes contained proof the Patriots had cheated during prior big games, even Super Bowl 36, their first championship win. In fact, a report in the Boston Herald, later retracted, claimed New England had taped the St. Louis Rams pre-Super Bowl walkthrough practice. If true, that would mean the Pats knew their opponent's plays in advance, a huge advantage and a massive embarrassment to the league. Goodell asserted that nothing on the tapes went beyond the 2000 to 2002 regular seasons, and that he destroyed them to prevent leaks. Nonetheless, Skeptics like Senator Arlen Specter cried cover-up, suggesting the NFL wanted to protect its golden team from public scandal. Were the Patriots simply punished and the evidence buried for the greater good of the league's image? We'll never know for sure, but Spygate left a permanent stain of suspicion on the Patriots' accomplishments. Number 5. Muhammad Ali and the Phantom Punch. Boxing fans will never forget Muhammad Ali's rematch with Sonny Liston, mainly because nobody can agree on what actually happened. In their 1965 heavyweight title bout, Liston went down in the first round from a punch so fast and subtle that few people even saw it land. Ali had tagged him with a quick right, later dubbed the Phantom Punch, and Liston hit the canvas, shocking everyone in attendance. Chaos followed. Ali, not realizing Liston would fall so easily, stood over him taunting instead of immediately going to a neutral corner, delaying the count. Liston eventually scrambled up after around 20 seconds, and the fighters even resumed briefly. But then, the referee stopped the fight, ruling Liston had been down for a full count. The bizarre scene looked fishy to many. Ever since, rumors have swirled that Liston took a dive, possibly forced by mob creditors or fearing retaliation from the Nation of Islam, with whom Ali was aligned, or simply to set up a lucrative third fight. Liston, a former heavyweight champ with alleged underworld connections, had plenty of darker reasons that conspiracy theorists love to speculate about. Slow-motion footage later showed that Ali's punch did connect solidly with Liston's jaw, suggesting the knockout was legit. But skeptics counter that the blow didn't look powerful enough to fell a man like Liston unless he wanted to go down. Was the fight fixed, or did Ali just hit Liston with a perfect sneaky punch? It's a mystery that boxing aficionados still argue over, ensuring the legend of the Phantom Punch never dies. Number 6. The Poisoned All Blacks. Even the Rugby World Cup has a conspiracy chapter. The 1995 final in South Africa saw the underdog Springboks defeat New Zealand's mighty All Blacks in an emotional, nation-uniting upset. But New Zealand fans have long whispered that their team was sabotaged before the match. In the days leading up to the final, 24 All Blacks players fell violently ill with food poisoning, sapping the strength of the tournament's best team. The night before the game, a mysterious waitress dubbed Susie was blamed for serving the All Blacks spiked food or drink, at least according to All Blacks coach Laurie Maines, who openly pointed the finger after the loss. The tale only grows from there. For years, no one knew who Susie was, or if she even existed. In fact, one of New Zealand's managers later admitted that Susie was likely fictitious. He claimed the players had simply eaten some dodgy, bad milk and dairy the day before, after a night of heavy partying, and that made them sick. Still, the timing was incredibly suspicious, and the incident became legendary. South African officials always denied any foul play, and no concrete evidence of deliberate poisoning ever surfaced. But to this day, some All Black supporters mutter that their near-invincible squad was deliberately weakened in the one match that mattered most. True or not, Susie the waitress has secured a place in sports conspiracy lore, proving that when the stakes are high, even a bad batch of milk can become the stuff of legend. Number 7. The 2002 Lakers-Kings Game 6 Officiating Scandal. Game 6 of the 2002 Western Conference Finals has become the poster child for NBA is rigged conspiracies. The star-studded LA Lakers were down 3-2 in the series to the small-market Sacramento Kings and facing elimination. What happened next still infuriates Sacramento fans. A parade of foul calls against the Kings in the fourth quarter that helped Los Angeles pull off a crucial win. The Lakers shot an astonishing 27 free throws in the final quarter alone, scoring 16 of their last 18 points at the foul line and won the game by 4 points. To many, it looked like the referees were determined to save the Lakers' season and force a Game 7. The Lakers went on to win Game 7 and eventually the NBA championship, only amplifying suspicions. The conspiracy theory gained even more credibility a few years later when former referee Tim Donaghy, who was convicted for betting on NBA games, though he didn't officiate that particular game, alleged that Game 6 was indeed fixed by the league's referees. Donaghy claimed he had heard that certain refs and officials conspired to ensure the series went to 7 games, which matched what everyone saw on the court in 2002. NBA officials emphatically denied any rigging, and an investigation never proved a plot. Skeptics also note Donaghy's account was second-hand and possibly self-serving. Many fans outside of LA believe the truth lies in that infamous fourth quarter. To this day, mention Game 6 2002 to an NBA fan, and you're sure to get an animated lecture about one of basketball's greatest what-ifs. And there you have it, some of the biggest conspiracy theories in sports history. What do you think? Are these conspiracy theories totally crazy? Or is there maybe a sliver of truth to some of them? Either way, they make for one heck of a conversation next time you're watching the big game. And hey, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks for watching.